Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to Sincere Tarot, where you get the raw, honest truth. This is your April 2020 tarot forecast, and if you would like for me to do some readings specifically about you-know-what that's going on around the world today, please let me know in the comments. Or if there's any other type of content you'd like to see from me, please let me know. I just so happen to have a little bit more time on my hands than previously, so let me know. I want to give you the content that you want. Okay. Anyways, let's see what's going on for you. Your theme of the month of April is the world, completion, looking at things objectively, unity, things coming full circle, closing one chapter in preparation for the next. This is the completion of something big, as it's a major arcana, so you might even be in line for a little bit of celebration. What have you achieved? Also, this can literally mean travel, like your whole world is going to change because you might physically be moving, okay? All right, let's pull some cards and see what the rest of your month is looking like, and I hope it's been going all right. So I have got 3 different decks. I've got my Tarot of the Cat deck, Thoth deck, and Mystic Mondays deck, representing what's happening on the surface, beneath the surface, and advice cards for each week of the month. So as you can see, I am showing you that I'm cutting the deck, but I did shuffle off camera, but yeah, so I'm showing you that I am cutting the deck. And make sure you stick around until the end, where you pick your own destiny cards and you use your intuition for that. And if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Holy shit. Pardon my French. Yeah, so all that good stuff. Comment below. Wow. Okay, so like, honestly, pretty much nearly every single, I think there's only been like one sign so far that hasn't had like a huge upheaval in the month. So you are not alone. All right, just give me a moment to look at everything and I'll show you some of the cards. Okay, so ultimately I don't necessarily see like a whole bunch of like on the surface action, but like beneath the surface, there's definitely a bit more going on. I only really see one major arcana card. I mean, aside from your theme, right? So whatever I'm going to tell you, just know that like this chapter of your life is coming to completion, right? And you know, usually at the end of a chapter or the end of a book, there's a bit of a crescendo. So I think we're going to see some of that crescendo. Okay. So this is interesting. We have during the first week, on the surface, we've got the Page of Cups. Beneath the surface, we've got the 9 of Cups, happiness, and your advice card is the Ace of Cups. So I feel like, you know, the page is sometimes a messenger, right? Or it's like just the start. It can also like represent a child. So a child is only at the beginning of their journey in life. So I feel like maybe there's, okay, so this is gonna be one of a few things. It's either a message of love, it's a feeling of calm, serenity, peacefulness, but it can also be like the journey of something that is emotionally satisfactory, like a loving relationship, something like that. I feel like overall there's a contentedness. You see the contentedness, the enjoyment of the warmth, exactly where you are. This isn't like, you know, true love, but it's like, I think maybe being comfortable with yourself is lining you up for that potentially in the future. I mean, if you are like, this doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. Like if you're already in a relationship, like this could be something that's emotionally satisfactory, okay? Now, beneath the surface, we've got the 9 of Cups, happiness. This is also commonly known as the wish card. So I feel like maybe you have made a wish about to have something that's more emotionally satisfactory. Maybe it is to have a loving romantic relationship. Maybe it is a deep friendship. Maybe it's a job or a purpose on this planet that gives you emotional satisfaction and that depth. And your advice is the Ace of Cups. So I feel like that there is an opportunity coming your way and to go for it. Embrace this opportunity, right? This is a very emotional, potentially psychological week, right? It's all cups. And, you know, you have, you know, really embrace the opportunity that comes your way and that pure potential that you do have. You can find something, a relationship, work, whatever it is in your life, purpose that gives you emotional satisfaction. So embrace that potential. Embrace the new. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so during the second week, on the surface, we've got the Four of Wands. Beneath the surface, we've got the Prince of Wands, and your advice card is the Empress, all right? So I feel like during the second week on the surface, you've gone from, you know, the first week it was like being contemplative and calm and things like that. But like during the second week, I feel like, okay, you know, there's stuff you've got to do, but you're not really doing it. You might be just kind of like putting things on the back burner. There might be people in your life that are enabling this, you know, aspect of yourself, the apathy. Like you can tell there's something still on his mind. So he's not completely living in the present moment. It's like someone trying to be in the present moment, but they can't because they know they've got these responsibilities, duties, obligations, and there are other people waiting for them to like pick up the pieces and get the shit on the road and get things happening, right? But you're not doing it yet. Still trying to kind of delay what you know needs to be done. And I feel like one of the reasons that you are not able to truly completely embrace and enjoy this moment, you know, is because you do have this Prince of Wands fiery energy that's really wanting to burst forth and accomplish so much. And, you know, so it's kind of like you're trying to keep that down, right? But you do have that within you. And so that's why you don't feel that calmness that you felt during the first week anymore. You're beginning to, you know, really feel this energy of movement, but you're not really moving yet. So this won't last very long. Your advice card is the Empress. So the Empress, a few things. So she knows when to relax, right? She gets her shit done, and then she relaxes. So that's your advice card is, you know, you need to actually get things in order. You need to get done what you need to get done, and then you'll properly be able to relax. Then you'll be able to treat yourself. Then you'll be able to truly enjoy the good things in life, okay? And it's not like there's anything wrong with treating yourself, right? But this just doesn't seem to be the time with this type of energy. You need to wait for the right time to do that. Okay, so during the third week, what the hell is going to happen with everyone during the third week? So many people, like middle of April, are getting this card. Like, I feel like it's got to be something big coming, right, in the world, because we've got the Tower underneath, and like nearly every single sign has gotten this Tower card from this deck, which is I think the most intense of the Tower cards in the three versions of the decks that I have. Like, this is a merciless card in a sense. Anyways, I got the Tower card for my reading, so like you're not alone. Anyways, so on the surface we have got the King of Cups. This is for the third week. Beneath the surface, we've got the Tower. And then your advice card is the Eight of Wands. So, look, there is something related to, if this is you or this is someone else, like, okay, this is super negatively aspected, this King of Cups. So I feel like this King of Cups is generally a male and tends, when he's negatively asked, like it could be a woman, right? But it could just be masculine energy, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But this is a man who, when he is negatively aspected, super manipulative, super like toying with your emotions and your heart to like fuck with you. So I really feel like whatever kind of like male energy that's happening in the third week, like it is not what it seems like. He seems calm, he seems patient. And you know what? Like when the King of Cups is positively aspected, really, really awesome energy, but he's super negatively aspected. And I would just be extremely wary. Like he might make you feel like you're completely falling apart. And like a massive unstable energy. So like you need to really go with like you're a very intuitive sign. So you need to go with the way that you feel, right? Because someone might present in a certain calm manner, like they have your best interest at heart. But if they're making you feel instability and things like that, then, you know, you need to go with what you feel, right? I feel like they might have ulterior motives, and they don't want what's in your best interest. This is fierce. This is unforgiving. This is destruction. This is destroyed. So like whoever this is, whatever role this male has in your life, like I feel like there's no stability, and it's over and it's done. And it might actually I'm not trying to make this person out, so I might be, it depends, you decide. Like this person might be really, really not in a good way. But like, okay, so but it's not like it's the devil card, right? So it's not like he's evil, right? He just might be broken. And it's like when someone is falling apart, for example, when someone is in the throes of drug addiction, they might be like one of the most amazing people in the world when they're sober, but when they've got this unstable energy beneath them, they will bring everyone around them down, if that makes sense. So it's not necessarily like this person is a bad person, it's just they don't have a positive energy around them at all. Your advice is the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands is all about messages. So I feel like you will be getting a lot of messages, and you need to be listening to your the messages coming your way. This could be intuitive, it could be actual like other people telling you things, but it's almost like these messages are going to come so fast and so much that you can't really ignore them. So please don't ignore them. Listen to the messages. You will be guided about the situation with this person. You need to listen to the messages. So after this shit comes down, you know, this person might come full force back into your life during the second week. Like everything might be hunky-dory the first week, and then suddenly this person is like popping back into your life during the second week. The third week, on the surface they seem stable, but everything just gets fucking fallen apart. And then the fourth week, you're gonna have to kind of deal with the remnants of the situation. So let's see. On the fourth week, on the surface, we've got the 8 of Pentacles. Beneath the surface, we've got the Princess of Swords. And your advice card is the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like for the fourth week with the 8 of Pentacles, whatever, like, I feel like you're just going to be focusing on what you're learning. Or maybe you're teaching. So like if you are getting like public servant or something, like whatever you're doing to help like educate people or teach people, or if you are being educated or taught, this could be like upgrading skills, learning. Like this is all about learning and a student-teacher relationship to give security. So it's quite a practical card, and it can also help potentially bring you a good amount of wealth and security, land, assets. It could also be physical body, right? You could be maybe seeing a trainer or something like that. So I feel like you're going to be overall focusing on that during the fourth week. I mean, this is the first pentacle that you've had for the whole month. So I feel like, you know, with this Tower card, it's so destabilizing, but you're able to kind of like ground yourself and sort your head out. I'll explain this one in a moment. And like by actually doing like physical things to focus on, maybe focusing on more like the physical, financial, land aspect of your life. Beneath the surface, you are going to just be standing your ground. There's going to be a lot of shit coming your way. It could potentially stress you out, but you are just like able to kind of be a bit more objective and a bit more detached. And it's like you're not taking it personally. It's more like, well, this is an interesting experience for the most part, not for all of you. And I think like just this, whatever it is that you're learning, these skills that you're improving on, like it's helping just kind of you stand your ground. So that's really, really great. Your advice is actually the 9 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles is saying to treat yourself. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean to like go completely overboard, but like, you know, the Tower is not a fun card. Like treat yourself, have a nice meal, you know, treat yourself to something nice that's a bit luxurious. Okay. It's not saying to blow all your money. Like you need to be sensible, and I feel like you will be sensible. Yeah, but treat yourself. Okay. All right, pick a number. Oh, and remember, this is the completion of a chapter to move on. Onwards and upwards. Okay, so pick a number 1, 2, or 3. You are going to pick your destiny cards. So please tell me, like, what is it that's falling apart? Who is this other person who seems to be coming into your life and then acting like they have the best of intentions, but maybe they think they have the best of intentions, you know? A lot of people who cause chaos and destruction are like, I don't know, I don't understand. Maybe it's because they don't. But it's not your job to teach them. Well, yeah. So, who is this person? What's going on? All right, so pick a number 1, 2, or 3. You are picking your destiny cards. All right, if you picked 1, let's see what we've got. Oh. If you picked 1, that King of Cups, like we've got the Knight of Cups on the surface, the 4 of Discs or power beneath the surface, and your advice is the Ace of Swords. So, okay, this could go one of 2 ways. So, during the 3rd week with the King of Cups, it kind of lines up with the Knight of Cups, but like, if things, it's either one of 2 things. Either it's not going to work out with this King of Cups, and someone else is going to come in, maybe someone a bit younger than that person, or the King of Cups comes in and disrupts something, but you potentially learn from one another about it. I think for most of you it's the former. But essentially, if you picked 1, we've got this Knight of Cups, so someone is like going to come out of the woodworks. Looks, it's like they came out of nowhere. There is a bit of stability and strength with that person, but you need to have really good boundaries, or maybe they have good boundaries, or you will need to. But there is a potential of a foundation to build a relationship on, like realistically, possibly. But your advice is the Ace of Swords, so to look at things clearly with a new perspective and a clear head. And so this is very detached. And it's also wanting answers as well. And it's all about like communication that's spoken or written. So this could also be like send a clear message, for example. And yeah, but this is, you have to be very clear and detached, not like wrapped up emotionally. This person can be quite emotional, but like because it's the Knight rather than a King, can sometimes be more going on their emotions, but not be like as empathetic about how their actions and words affect people around them. But I feel like either you or the other person will have to have solid boundaries, be very discerning, and be very clear with the spoken words and messages. If you pick 2, let's see what we've got. Cool. If you pick 2, on the surface, we've got the King of Pentacles. Beneath the surface, we've got the 4 of Cups, luxury. And your advice card is strength. Okay, so I feel like someone might be coming into your life, or someone is in your life, or you are this person, like you're gonna have to decide, this is the type of person who is, okay, so it's not as well aspected because the 4 of Cups isn't the most card with the most depth. But I would say that the King of Pentacles is very sensible, very practical, very powerful, very generous. But because we've got this 4 of Cups beneath, can maybe be like a little bit superficial. Like they might find pleasure out of, material things. Just, it's like almost that superficial, stereotypical kind of like celebrity life where they just want to have things for the sake of having things. And it's not like for deep reasons in a sense. And I feel like it might not be whoever this person is, if you are in some sort of relationship with them, are you more attracted to them for the physical things that they can offer rather than having that deep, in-depth relationship? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're a bad person. It's just that, can you emotionally and deeply connect with this person? They might tick certain boxes, but the real deal breakers about values, about integrity, about like being in the same direction of life, having, you know, destinies that line up, like deep religion, spiritual beliefs have to line up. You know what I mean? Do they offer all of that? Because your advice is the Strength card. So I feel like with the Strength card, you might be, now remember, this is all relative, you might be walking away from that, because see, that tiger is walking by him or herself, and they're walking away. Like maybe you want to be with this person because you feel like they can offer you the physical and things that you need to survive, but it might not be emotionally satisfactory in the long run. But the Strength card is saying that you can accomplish whatever you want alone. And like these two cards are minor arcana. This is a major arcana. Like you're much more powerful, right? You're very, very powerful. You have that strength. You have that courage to walk alone, to move forward, to move away. Interesting. All right, if you pick 3, let's see what we've got. Wow. If you picked 3, on the surface, look, we've got the Strength card again. You're totally walking away. You're not just thinking about it. Beneath the surface, we've got the 8 of Wands, swiftness, and you had the 8 of Wands as an advice card for the 3rd week, okay? And then your advice card, if you picked 3, is the 6 of Cups. So I feel like if you picked 3, like whatever is going on with this person or this situation, like you are walking away from it, and you do have a lot of strength. You're walking away from it likely because of the messages that you received, most likely during the 3rd week. And they came loud and clear, and you also have a lot of fiery spiritual energy, and you're going with that. Like you're realizing you need to listen to these messages. They're not just messages. They're giving you the energy that you need to make clear, energetic, positive, conscious decision. And it's very electrifying. It's like you can't stand still. You have to move forward. It's not even like a choice. It's more like your physical, it's like it's happening for you, and you're just doing it. You're just going with this. Your advice card is the 6 of Cups. So, you know, not to feel all like negative about the whole situation. Like you've learned a lot and there were good experiences with this person, but you don't want to get stuck in nostalgia. Pretty tough. All right. If you would like a private reading, send me an email or check out my website. That is all in the information down below. If you want to follow me on social media, that's all down there as well. I do monthly, mid-monthly readings, so definitely make sure you check them all out and comment below if this reading resonated with you. I really love reading your comments so much, and they do mean a lot. And you still here? You get a secret bonus card. All right. Ooh, King of Cups. The King of Cups is telling you to be mature with love, right? And you did to balance your head and your heart. And just to be quite intelligent, to use your head and your heart in balance, be mature in love, emotional intelligence. Have a great month. Bye.